Снайпер! Контакт! Прикрой меня! Я должен перезарядиться!
Alright folks, now Russian server only, the SU-122-1956 Tier 9 Premium Russian Tank Destroyer. It is the rehashed, HD upgraded model for the SU-122-54 that we got as a Tech Tree Tier 9 back in February of 2018 before the switch to the Object 263 and just before the HD upgrade. So down here to the Russian medium tanks and the tank destroyers just before the HD revamp of all the graphics. So you only saw the SD graphics with the original model right here. That is a crap picture, but whatever. That's a little bit better. So old graphics on the model. It's a normal Tech Tree Tier 9 before the switch. And now, like with the Lorraine 40T or the FV4202, it becomes a premium on the Russian server. Now technically, we have the HD model already as a placeholder Tier 9. It is shelved, but you never saw this model in combat. So it is there on the normal servers, but you never saw this vehicle. It has the nerf stats. It's being mothballed currently, so this was not the original stats. It's a lot better than this, but this is the model we currently have. Now it's a little bit different with more stuff like spare track links, a little bit more defined tow cable, better rivets or bolts on the mantlet, and the periscopes. So it looks a little bit more detailed on the Russian server. Yeah, the periscopes looks a lot better, and the bolts and the spare track links. So small stuff, but the KPV machine gun is more flat with the ammo boxes compared to the little angled KPV magazine thing. Small details, but let's take a look anyways. Visually, it's a T-54 chassis with a large gun. You already know this vehicle through and through. 122mm gun. It is practically the same playstyle as the SU-122-54 or the WZ-120-1GFT. So medium tank chassis with a large gun. You play it like a medium tank, not really like a sniper. Be a little bit more aggressive than usually, camping in the back, but doesn't have the armor to take the hits like with the K91-PT. That thing has actually decent superstructure armor, but this thing only has 100mm at the hull front. Big mantlet, but cannot take the hits. So it is pseudo wolf packing of a medium tank sniper of a playstyle, right? But yeah, you should be familiar if you play the Russian or Chinese tank destroyers. So premium tank makes more credits and bonds and crew XP. So like all tier 9 premiums, but 122mm gun, decent, very good DPM, not decent, very good DPM. Crew of 5, fits all the Object 263s and 268s. But let's take a look at the firepower. Yeah, the DPM is high, 3,442. Accuracy is okay, 0.36, about the same as the K91-PT, but aim time is workable, 2.5 seconds, 8 degrees per side of gun traverse arc, 5 degrees gun depression, so the usual Russian stuff. But yeah, reload time is quick. With a rammer, that goes about 6 point something seconds, 6.7 or so, which is very quick. So 6.9 or so, but yeah, rate of fire is pretty high for a 440 alpha gun. Also, it's APCR round. It flies faster than the original AP shell. So we can take a look right here, but it's APCR as standard. Shell velocity is quick, 1,500 meters or close enough per second. High explosive anti-tank for gold shell, 320mm of pin for high explosive anti-tank, very good. And high explosive is high explosive, but shell velocity is the same as the heat round. It's a little bit faster, but yeah. Originally it was AP, it was not APCR. Funny enough. We can take a look at the original stats back in patch 9.2 9.20, 9.22, but this gun is very high in DPM. I mean, if you're playing a medium tank with that DPM, it's crazy at tier 9. This thing will see tier 7s. This thing is a premium. That is scary. This gun outperforms the likes of a freaking TL7 or something. But original stats back in patch 9.17.1, it has the 440 alpha, but not as much penetration. Better accuracy, better aim time, but not as much DPM. So the gun has only 35 rounds. You cannot tell from the main stats page of how many shells it carries, but 35 rounds. If you spam too much, you'll run out of ammo pretty quick. I presume it's about the same, 35 shells of the 122, but it is APCR compared to AP round, so more penetration at the cost of normalization. And original high explosive anti-tank has 20 more millimeters of pen. Same shell velocity or so. Same shell velocity for high explosive. Practically the same gun other than standard shell. So that's fine. But armor wise, it has no armor. 1700 health. And only 100mm at the hull front. Mantlet is big. It will throw a few shots. Yeah, mantlet is pretty big, but actual armor is about 150mm effective or so. Large commander cupola in the back. Lower plate, don't even think about it. It's only 80. It is slope 80 on the cheeks, but nah, you'll pin. So, yeah, no armor whatsoever other than the mantlet. Mantlet will throw a few shots, but it is like 40% of the hull front though, so that could be very trollish, but yeah, it has no armor. 80 at the hull sides, don't even side scrape. It's a combat medium tank without a turret, with a large gun. 20 for the engine deck, and 50 for the superstructure roof. That's fine, it has no armor. What do you expect? It is a SU-122-54 anyways. But mobility wise, 22.6. That is good. And 56 km/h top speed with 20 in reverse. Very quick hull traverse as well. It is very nimble. It is very nimble. It's even more nimble than the K91 PT. So this thing is very quick to shift. Put a turbocharger on this thing, it goes even faster. So originally it was 48 km/h top speed with only 18.8 horsepower per ton ratio. So you get more engine power and better top speed by 8. That is insane. So it is a lot faster than it was originally, but yeah, reverse speed is also pretty good, 20 compared to 14. It pulls back after you shoot pretty well. That's good too. Let's see, terrain resistance 1.1 and 2.2. A little bit worse terrain resistance, but a lot better engine power, so slightly counteracts, but still better top speed and better reverse speed. It is still faster, definitely. Alright, dispersion wise, we haven't talked about dispersion, well, movement, but let's do this comparison with something of a, let's say, K91 with the tracks. It's better dispersion than the K91 PT. Is it different on the Russian server? So let's use, I was going to use the WZ-120 but let's use the K91 PT. It's a little bit more flexible or common. So compare this to the Russian server version, just in case if there's any difference. K91, they don't have it? They do have it. There it is. There's no difference? There's no difference then. Alright, fine. But dispersion is 0.16. It's better than 0.16 while moving in terms of dispersion. That is actually pretty decent. Yeah, it's better than the K91 PT's tracks. So, yeah, this thing could shoot while moving. It's like a pseudo vertical stabilizer somewhat, right? That is pretty good. That is real good. Well, it's not the greatest like a patent, but yeah, for a tank destroyer, that's pretty good. Gun is about the same. 4.6 is pretty common. Yeah, this tracks. This mobility. Scary. Especially coupled with that high freaking DPM of the gun and the shell velocity. It can get to sniping position pretty quick. Yeah, that's fairly decent. Camo wise, pretty good camo. 21.77 and 13 while moving. So very good camo. And view range 390. The old view range and radio. Yeah, the same radio, the same view range as originally, but they don't say camo. Well, they don't say camo originally. It is also the same with the K91 PT. Practically the same. Radio is a little bit better than the K91, but it's above 700. It's already fine enough. This vehicle feels good as a premium tank. I mean, it is like the K91 PT, but faster. Especially faster in that sense. Yeah, definitely. Better top speed, better engine power. Not as good terrain resistance, but wow, the K91 has 23 kilometers per hour reverse. Oh, that is interesting to say the least. The gun is obviously higher DPM than the K91. This is the placeholder that they already have too, that we also have, but DPM wise, better DPM than the K91 PT. Not as good superstructure armor, of course, but weighs slightly less. Better horsepower per ton ratio. Better top speed, not as good reverse speed. Traverse is also not as good, but slightly better camo. The same view range. And much better DPM. Yeah, definitely the DPM is dramatic. About 600 more DPM. And better accuracy. The same aim time. Not as good gun traverse arc and gun depression, but definitely better pin, better shell velocity, slightly more alpha, and reloads faster. So obviously better DPM. And it's a premium compared to a special tank for battle pass. So yeah, you definitely will want something of a rammer on this thing to make it go even more so. But yeah, holy crap, this thing seems pretty good as a premium tank destroyer. So rammer is a must. Let's see all the stats just in case. Yeah, freaking 3,900 DPM with a rammer. I would say make it go faster. Turbocharger. 60 kilometers per hour top speed with 24 horsepower per ton ratio. Yeah, engine power seems pretty good. Aim time and accuracy both could use some improvement. I would say better accuracy. You could put vents to help out with both slightly, but maybe better improve aiming. 0.36 to 0.35 is not that much. Alright, but this is a toss-up. I would say better mobility, but then again, mobility is already good. You can also put vents as a second slot and just go straight towards better accuracy. Also, if you put accuracy in first, yeah, DPM drop is not that much. DPM is only like 60 something. You go with better accuracy at the cost of a little bit of a DPM, little bit, tiny bit of a DPM. Go with better accuracy. So let's put field mods and readjust. The first one is obviously better terrain resistance. This is a no-brainer. It's not even a gimmick anymore. It's not even fun to talk about this one. So on paper, better hull traverse, but effectively worse for the second one. Choose the first one. Accuracy or aim time. Ooh, accuracy. 0.32 compared to 0.34. Oh, this is hard to... Yeah, especially with the improved aiming. This one's up to you. If you feel like you need the aim time, it's better for sniping, but 2.5 compared to 2.3 seconds is not that much, right? I would say better accuracy. 0.32 feels kind of good. And view range or camo after firing. Camo after firing is already kind of crap, so yeah, it doesn't change much. Go with better view range. Yeah, it doesn't change that much. 0.3 percent of a camo change is not that much. View range, better view range. And finally, more accuracy or reload time. Ooh. Reload is 4,000 DPM, but aim time is kind of if. Accuracy wise, it cuts the DPM by 100 or so, but 0.3 accuracy with the field mods. Ooh, that is spicy. What if you put this thing? 2.3 seconds of aim time with 0.32 accuracy is also not bad. They could go more accurate at the cost of aim time. That is pretty spicy too. So with the field mods, with the equipment setup, what if we put? Ooh, yeah, that is kind of neat. I mean, 2.5 seconds of aim time is okay. It's not the worst, right? It feels the same as with the WZ-120-1GFT or the SU-122-54. You could have gotten used to this aim time. The same with the K91PT as well, but yeah, the aim time is kind of if. But with this, accuracy 0.3 with a Russian 122. I mean, could put turbocharger. Turbocharger could be fine, but there's no bonus to the second slot. Yeah, you could put turbocharger, but there's no bonus to mobility. It's only scouting. I want to put turbocharger, but I also want to put vents. Damn it. This one's a toss-up. It's either vents or turbocharger, but anyways, holy crap. Accuracy, DPM, very good. So as a premium tank, this is definitely freaking at least 6.5. It's a 7. It's a premium tank that doesn't have any drawbacks, right? It outperforms counterparts in versatile snipers, right? It's not really true of a sniper tank like a Waffenträger, Panzer IV in a sense, but it's sure as hell fast. It is really fast for a TD anyways, but compare this thing to the WZ-120-GFT, the Chinese tank destroyer. That thing is slow. This thing is slow. This thing is 14.33 horsepower per ton ratio. It doesn't rev as fast as you would like it. It is 47 still, compressed power top speed, but 22 compared to 14 is leagues away. So, also better DPM. Not as good aim time or accuracy, but or alpha punch, but it fires a lot faster. So, oh no. It is still a medium tank chassis and practically the same basis of a T-54 chassis, practically. But yeah, this thing doesn't have the engine power in comparison. And the camo is not as good. It's bigger too, without the armor. It is also premium though. Yeah, I would definitely play this vehicle over the Chinese WZ-120 GFT. But this is at least 6.5, right? It's so good. If it comes to the other server as it is, holy crap, it's at least 7. It's at least 7. It feels so good. Especially with the corridor maps, with the capability of sniping if needed. But yeah, this thing's good. With the field mods, 0.3 accuracy. Yeah, definitely 7. 7 to 7.5 if it comes to the other servers. But there you go, folks. The return of the SU-122-54 in the concept of a premium tank. We did get the FE4202 for free, technically, when the switch happened, but that was only a tier 10. This was a tier 9. We never got the Lorraine 40T as free as you would want if you already got the batch chat. But also we didn't get the Waffenträger off E100 for free. So that's out of the question. But yeah, this is the most likely replacement for that vehicle. Somewhat, but yeah, kind of feels meh in comparison. It has the armor, but doesn't have the mobility. And yeah, the guns doesn't perform as well. It doesn't have the DPM too, or 100 less health as well. Also, it's not a premium. No, yeah, this thing feels good. This thing feels like a freaking 7.5. Well, there you go, folks. The return of the prodigal son on the Russian server as a premium tank. So as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.